10 questions, 4 multi-choice answers, and one of them is none of the above. Let's go. Price sweeps below a clear swing low, immediately reclaims the level and forms a bullish displacement candle. What does this suggest? A. The breakdown failed, so buy immediately. B. Liquidity may have been taken before a potential reversal. C. The trend is still bearish because the low was broken. Or D. None of the above. 5 seconds. And the answer is B. Here we have a broken swing low, which immediately went back up to the upside. So this could be liquidity being taken before the reversal. And if we put on order blocks, you can see it tapped into that liquidity. So maybe this is a reversal. Indeed it was. Question 2. A coin is pumping hard while Bitcoin is doing very little. What does this suggest? A. The coin is showing independent strength but needs context. B. Ignore Bitcoin because altcoins move on their own. C. Enter quickly before Bitcoin catches up. Or D. None of the above. 5 seconds. And the answer is A. As you can see, it's going its own way from Bitcoin. It's not correlated to Bitcoin. And we have a market structure shift to the upside. But this may be inducement, so we need to wait. And it's pulled back before it's going up, so still no decision. Next question. Price enters a bullish order block, but volume is weak and market structure has not shifted. What is the correct read? A. Buy because order blocks always cause reversals. B. Wait for RSI to turn up. C. The zone may matter, but there is no confirmed reaction yet. Or D. None of the above. 5 seconds. And the answer is C. The zone may matter. Here we are touching a bullish order block. Volume has reduced over the last few hours, but we still have a market structure shift and a break of structure to the downside. So right now, we're in a downtrend on this time frame. Indecision. We wait. Next question. A fair value gap appears after a strong bullish candle. What does that mean? A. Price must return and fill the gap immediately. B. The gap marks an imbalance, but it needs trend, structure, and reaction context. C. Enter long because FBGs are smart money entries. Or D. None of the above. 5 seconds. And the answer, B. Here we have that fair value gap imbalance. And clearly we're moving up. We look for more context. Market structure shift to the upside, followed by a break of structure to the upside. That is all good confluence. So yes, this is a potential entry. Next question. Price breaks above resistance, retests it and holds perfectly. What is the safest assumption? A. This is confirmed support, enter long. B. The breakout is real because the retest held. C. Stops below the retest are now protected. Or D. None of the above. 5 seconds. And the answer is D. A clean breakout and retest is a common retail setup, right? But it can still be swept before the real move happens. Like that. So make sure you protect those stop losses. Next question. A setup has bullish structure, a fresh fair value gap, and Bitcoin correlation is supportive. What does that tell you? A. It is an automatic entry. B. It is a higher quality setup, but entry still depends on reaction and invalidation. C. The trade cannot fail because multiple confluences align. Or D. None of the above. 5 seconds. And the answer is B. In this example, we have a fair value gap with a break of structure. It is going its own way from Bitcoin, and we have market structure in our favor. We do have bearish resistance above, so we'd need a good stop loss. But it went anyway. Market context, bullish confirmation, a higher probability setup. Next question. Price taps a point of control from the 4-hour chart and rejects sharply. What is the better interpretation? A. The POC acted as a meaningful reaction level. B. The POC guarantees a full reversal. C. The POC should be used as a fixed entry every time. Or D. None of the above. 5 seconds. And the answer is A. The point of control here from yesterday did get a reaction and very often does, but above us we have bearish FBGs. We have a bearish market structure shift to the downside. So before you'd go in, you'd want to see a market structure shift to the upside and then a break of structure shift to the upside. Then you can consider going in on the next pullback. Next question. A coin gives a bullish alert, but price is sitting directly below a strong bearish order block. What should you do? A. Enter, because the alert is bullish. B. Wait for the bearish order block to be cleared or rejected with strength. C. Short immediately, because bearish order blocks always win. Or D. None of the above. 5 seconds. And the answer is B. A bullish alert like APUSDT here we had in Pulse Flow still has this overhead supply to deal with. So you need to see how price reacts. I would be waiting for it to break through, create a break of structure to the upside, then wait for the pullback again and then go in. Potentially, if you went in now, this bearish order block could reject price down and you would get immediately stopped out. Patience is key. Next question. A candle closes above the 50 EMA after being below it for days. What does that confirm? A. The trend has reversed. B. Momentum is now bullish. C. It is safe to enter long on the next candle. Or D. None of the above. 5 seconds. And the answer is D. None of the above. In this example on the 4-hour chart, we have broken above the EMA 50. No other market context is in place. But when we put on order blocks, we are right at a bearish zone. And down it goes back under the EMA 50 again. Next question. Price closes below the lower Bollinger Band, then snaps back inside the band on the next candle. What is the smarter trading answer? A. Enter long immediately because price was oversold. B. Treat it as a possible mean reversion setup, but wait for structure, liquidity and price reaction to confirm it. C. Enter half size now because price has returned inside the band. Or D. None of the above. 5 seconds. And the answer is B. We can see here that it dropped beneath the Bollinger Band and then went back in. What other market context do we have? Bearish order block above us, bearish market structure temporarily turning positive. That could be inducement. There's definite uncertainty here, as well as this bearish zone. And down it went. So how did you do? Please leave your score in the comments below and let me know if you'd like another one of these quizzes. Would you please subscribe, like and share? You can watch one of my other videos here also, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.